We're on, guys, and it's another episode on tour in Oslo, at Blue Jello, so Jordan's home.
Yeah, you guys are super welcome. This is now our new studio.
Very international podcast. I'm pretty happy with the setup. It looks very good. Even we have some art in the background,
Absolutely.
But we also have an art here, Jon, Norwegian persona, influencer.
Probably we can say the biggest when it comes to our niche, at least in Norwegian language. So it's a privilege to have you on the podcast.
And since yesterday, full-time influencer as well.
Yeah, I've been full-time now. I think it's 1.5 months.
Okay, because I've seen the Instagram post. I thought that maybe it was from yesterday.
Yeah, no, I had to wait a little to post because it was a little bit surreal, actually, to quit my full-time job to pursue this. So.
Interesting, but tell us more about yourself, because you worked with something else before, but how the menswear journey started for you, even.
I think it started long before I even knew it myself. I heard my mom tell me that when I was just barely able to walk, I had to go to collect my favorite wet T-shirt just after rack because I wanted to wear my favorite T-shirt. I also had it framed when I got older.
Frame
I had to put on the wall because that was my favorite T-shirt.
Cool.
Well, what was the T-shirt? White, black?
It was navy with I think it was 2 tennis rackets. With a ball in the middle or something.
Okay, so you started properly, like every man should start with the navy suit.
I think
Navy's T-shirt suit.
Yeah, that was my favorite. I still remember the T-shirt. It wasn't that colorful in the end, but still that was my favorite piece when I still remember it very well.
So you already from a very young age had some sort of interest from dressing.
Yeah, as I said before I even knew it, and I had my times through school with sweatpants and training, and also played a lot of football or soccer in my early days. So
you're a sports person.
Yeah, I was very into sport from very early age to about 16 or 17. Just as a hobby after that, but on a daily basis, I played soccer, volleyball.
Haven't you been? Was it CrossFit also?
Yeah, I also trained. Yeah, because I had to stay fit after
and high rocks right now, maybe.
No, I've never tried. But I think the high rocks thing just blew up right after I quit CrossFit. Actually, I quit CrossFit because we just had 2 children and we moved far away from the box, and so I calculated that I use around 30 to 40 minutes on my workout, and that was the time I've spent in the car to and from the crowd. So I save a lot of time. So I had my stages through my youth, and I think it was around 15 or 16. I like to wear a pair of grey dress trousers with a pair of black Oxfords in the weekend.
So you're the Oxford guy.
Yeah, I'm the Oxford guy. Loafers and Oxfords. That's one of my favorites.
Have these people reacted around you? Because I'm guessing that in Norway people are not dressing up so much.
That's why I did it in the weekends, because it wasn't school. Just if I went to town to shop or something, I wanted to to maybe experiment, but also feel nice, feel good, feel important. Maybe
You mean on Saturdays, Sundays?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sunday close, weekend close. Yeah.
I mean, in Poland, for example, people dress up on Sundays. It was, I think, because
we
they
would say
just
the
went to
Sunday
the
close.
church.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But
Not anymore at the
no.
church, but
Not in my age either, but on Saturdays to dress up nice, that was it was a great feeling, and no one else did it but me. So
okay. So the interesting part, what was your biggest mistake back then when you were 15 and started to dress better?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know the mistake, but
Did you do something that right now you would feel, well, that was maybe a bit over the top, or
Yeah, because we have a lot of newcomers at the podcast, and it's addressed also for those rookies that are just starting. So maybe some kind of advice that you could give to somebody that is starting to dress, don't have the maybe confidence yet, and what to avoid.
yeah, I will recommend to put something on that feels comfortable, and also invest in fewer but good pieces. Because many people ask me, you must have the biggest wardrobe, but I don't. I mainly just have 1.5 meters maybe of closet space from ground to ceiling.
quite reasonable, I would say.
Yeah, and I don't use all of it either. But I have some like the suits section, but I don't. I think people have more. I think people think that I have more clothes than I have, but I try to experiment.
Okay, so what pieces do you have then?
I don't have that many suits. I think I have 5 suits. I think 7 including tuxedo. I think I have around 8 to 10 shirts that I prefer. I have many more in my closet, but I think I have like
That you actually use.
that I actually use half of them, maybe. That I actually use that. The other one just hangs there. But
that's interesting because you know where you are working also has an influence on this, and I'm curious to know because as we are going through your life journey, what you were wearing at work also, and I'm guessing that you could tell us a bit about your work environment and how people were reacting also on the way you are dressing, because that can be interesting. Michał was an accountant. Had some remarks. So they were like, don't dress like an accountant. And he's always saying, but I am an accountant.
Yeah, but I don't dress like an accountant, and that's why I just stick out.
Yeah.
But back to the mistakes or the evolution, so to speak, to my fashion journey. If you look at some pictures when I started social media 2 years ago, you will not recognize the person.
Oh, so it's brand new, 2 years ago.
Yeah, I decided to start with social media in the middle of February 2024. So that's when I decided to start, and I think I posted my first video around this time 2 years ago.
Okay.
My first get ready with me video.
Oh, so you grew fast.
Yeah.
I'm doing it from 2015.
No, but
What's the secret?
Yeah, but I used 1.5 years to gain 10,000 followers on Instagram, and I was stuck on 10,000. I think for 3 months from May to August. And someone said to me when I started the social media that you had to post every day to get somewhere.
But it's not true.
No, I also thought that to myself. It's more about how the consistency and how the content is presented. And
absolutely.
And but I also tried to post more regularly. And that led to learning more, testing more, failing more. But also I also found some video ideas that quite worked. So I know now if I want to gain a lot of reach or potential viral video.
Yeah.
I know the formula. Yeah, so I have two, 3 formulas, but it's not easy to it's not easy for me to hide because it's very visible on the on my page. But I think it's like the remake of famous actress. Or actors. Because I've done just like the Daniel Craig in the James Bond, and I have made Suits, Harvey Specter. That's like 1.2 million views.
And that one blow.
Very. And but I can't do that kind of material all the time because then I will be recognized as the content remake character guy. So,
but we'll get a bit more on this journey a bit later. But you were actually the mistake, but also in your work environment a bit, how you dress, how people were reacting. Can you tell us a bit more about this?
I think at that time I was like the guy who was most focused on how I dressed. Maybe it was both office kind of work and also meeting other people. So I always tried to dress nice. That was also what I felt good in. But it was like skinny jeans. It was skinny shirt and knitwear, and everything was very tight. So if I show you a picture right now of my
maybe we can pop some.
Maybe we can add something.
Yeah, you can add something because as you see right now, it doesn't look good. So, but also that was some of the idea behind my social media journey, that I wanted to explore more of my or get more into the like modern or menswear, gentleman.
But did you feel that, for example, at work you have a limit, that you cannot express yourself to the max?
Yeah.
That living in Norway, in Scandinavia, we have this jantelag, and you cannot stick out because me as an accountant, I felt like I cannot wear my pink suit because everyone will just look. I don't have contact with clients, but at work even, like why you can have even jeans and just t-shirt, and how would you describe it that in Norway people are not dressing well because it's the richest country in Europe, one of the richest, and you cannot see it on the street.
I've not worked in Oslo. I think they're better in Oslo, but in my hometown, which is much smaller than this in Oslo, people are not dressing that well. They use I use a pair of normal jeans, and use a t-shirt or a shirt and a knitwear over. Maybe they put on a blazer if they know they're going out later on that Friday evening or something. But I don't. Maybe I will see one guy in a suit if they have maybe if there is a real estate agent or something that is going to sell $50 million or 50 million Norwegian kroner house or something. Maybe you'll see a suit. You know that guy is going to do something.
So you know that if he's wearing a suit, he's either going to a wedding or he's gonna sell to a big client
or a funeral.
Or a funeral, but that's very easy to spot if it's black. So.
But did you notice that menswear, classic dressed menswear is coming back? Or more like you see that laid-back style will be the more popular here?
I've actually, maybe it's just because I like it and I do it myself, the more... I think maybe that's why I notice it more, maybe. And also people tell me that they think what I'm doing is cool, and they want to experiment more themselves. And also yes, younger guys in Oslo, they also comment. I remember very well a phrase that I saw. He said, "I wish it was acceptable to wear wear this or to look like this.
Yeah.
And I wasn't wearing anything particular. I think I was wearing a light brown separate look with a shirt and a tie and a coat over.
So who is not accepting this?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think I don't know, but I think it's more like the younger generation, like the 16 to 20.
Aha, so that you're gonna be bullied.
Maybe.
Really?
Could you? What would it look like being bullied in Norway? Because it
no,
doesn't
it's
feel
more
so.
Passive aggressive look.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's more like, what are you doing, or are you going something
Some
fancy
questions.
later, or what are you doing? Is you have something planned, or I think it's you get more of that attention, and why you look so important today, or what do you think?
And that's what you said. You were like, maybe I want to look more important. So you just assume, right?
Yeah, because I think that's what they think about it.
So you have audience in Norway mostly.
Also very much abroad also, but since I do my videos in Norwegian, but I text in English, but I speak 95% of the time in Norwegian. So I think that's why I mainly have viewers from or people following from Norway. But
Is there some kind of community in Norway, in Oslo maybe, menswear dudes?
It's more of it because I get to know Jordan, for example, and even though it's not from Norway, I still know more guys who's living now in Oslo. From various backgrounds who are into menswear, who like to gather on a Friday or a Saturday to wear a tuxedo for our event, for example. So, and I also got a lot of questions about those events, and people are curious. So.
There's an appetite, right, for this type of gathering, for this type of event, for dressing up. There, people want it. You know?
I think many people want to experience a tuxedo event or a gala or a ball or something. So
And why would you say that? Why people want this? Why people want to dress up better? Why do they want to?
I think they don't feel like they have the opportunity very often. They have the opportunity in weddings and stuff like that. But
how many divorces you can have?
But in that case, maybe it's just maybe they are just maybe just they are able to attend the wedding and that's it. But if you know some people that are more interested in fashion, I think you have more possibilities to join these events.
But that's also tricky. It was my first time in tuxedo was during my own wedding. Yeah. But tuxedo is actually evening wear, so you need to have your wedding a bit later during the day.
Yeah,
exactly.
But I would almost say, what can you explain to those people that are interested in this, how inspiring it is? To explain a bit, for example, my question, we have at this black tie event, and the setup is very special, and it feels like dressing up for the occasion is a mark of respect for the moment, and it's like you make it bigger, you make it more important, and all your impressions and emotions are bigger. And could you inspire a bit people around this to be more daring, to create this type of, to dress better in their life as well?
Or in general? Just
generally speaking, just based on this experience, on dressing up better for an event, how does it feel to have all those guys dressing up nice and still being themselves, still exactly the way they are, but elevate themselves.
You just said it, because I think it's just like if you come straight out of the shower and your hair is all wet, and but if you fix your hair just after you fix it and it looks perfect, you just you feel more elevated, you feel more fresh, and I think also that's something similar with dressing up better. You feel more energized, you feel more well, you feel more ready to tackle any task or action.
More energy.
And more self-conscious and more self-confident. Yeah.
I told you, Jordan, you need to have a hairdryer.
Yeah, it is. I don't dry my hair because I don't know how you do to have the curls, but me, I have nicer curls when I let it dry slowly.
Same.
I took a permanent. Permanent. Yeah. Because I had like straight hair before.
Yeah, exactly.
And I want for the past 10 years I wanted to have more flow or curls.
That's interesting because I didn't know that I have curly hair, and once I didn't take my pomade at the gym, and my colleague and I just left the hair, and my colleagues asked, "Do you have a perm?"
Yeah.
Oh, really? I have curls.
Yeah. You look. That's more like the haircut or the flow that I want, because I just took it so it's still a little bit of curly. I just want my idea behind it was to get more flow.
But it's stick up. How does it work? So if you wet them, they're gonna go straight again?
If it was raining outside now and I went outside, they will be.
So it's the opposite.
Me, it's the opposite.
It's raining.
Me, they curl more.
Yeah, that's what I meant. They curl more if I wait, or if it gets wet, it curls more.
We always go for what we don't have, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but now we are getting to those more controversial stuff.
Okay, let's go for it.
Yes.
End of your career. No.
What's the one menswear trend you secretly hate? Do you have something that you have an ick for? You said skinny jeans, but that's
maybe the. I think sorry to say it all to all the urban Oslo folks out there, but if it's and also even if it is intended, the very large items. If you wear like a big hoodie, or you wear the cap,
super oversized.
Yes, super oversized. The urban laid back. Even though it's
like skate back in the days.
But at least skaters, it was suburban culture. At least it was attached to this. Nowadays, you have those guys. They dress like skaters. They never touch a skate their whole life,
Like me when I pretended to be a skater.
Yeah, exactly. I find that weird. I mean, when you're a kid, it's okay, but when you grow up,
no, it's even though it's well thought of and well put together, and I see that you have made it a lot of work to look like that. I don't think it's
like the skinny jeans, but it's just the reverse.
The way opposite, and I don't know what it is, but it's maybe because I like more like the gentleman menswear.
Maybe it's just that you don't like trends, basically, because what you're aiming for is timelessness.
Yes.
So then everything that is a trend is a bit ick, generally speaking.
That's also something I write in my style guide. I have a personal style guide, but that's also one of the phrases I use. I don't follow trends. I just like classic, timeless menswear.
Yeah, and which is something, because it's not a marketing thing to say that, it's like when you, because also at work, and we have been talking about this before, when you say to someone, we like classic, but everyone is using classic, what does it mean? But it means like we just try to work on the body's proportions, and we try to make something that makes sense in terms of comfort, but also to actually follow your body lines, with still giving you comfort. So it actually exists. It's not an image.
No. So I'm trying to aim for the classic, but yet relaxed look, so to speak. So,
But even in the classic menswear, you have some trends right now. You have, for example, wider trousers. You have looser jackets. Is it something that you also change your style? Like, for example, when you started to dress, you have maybe more closer to your body fits, like Italian, and now maybe something looser. The 90s are back right now. JFK Jr. This trend, maybe a bit looser fit. fits.
Yeah, that's also that's also the beauty of menswear. If you find something you like, you can always make some tiny adjustments. And also,
Absolutely.
there's also a little bit of like the trend image, but I think in my personal case, I just like to find what I enjoy wearing and what I think looks cool, and just make tiny adjustments if I see it necessary.
That makes a lot of sense, because even we are talking about timelessness, and this is something that we aim for. But yeah, that's true. We are influenced by the trends. We will do small adjustment because we are not trying to go against the wheel or the wave. We try to adapt this type that is more tailored to what is also. People might think that we only want to make ourselves important. But actually that's not true. We are sending very positive image, and we are also actually trying to move with the trends just in our own ways, and that's nothing bad, I would say.
I think that's very nice said. But the last 2 years has been like a crazy involvement in my case, because so that's the reason I started, because now I have a nice way to evolve at the same time as I'm building like my social media accounts. So now I have even more reason to buy some new stuff to involve my business and also involve myself. So it was like a win-win to me. So
nice.
Do you have some favorite pieces, or something do you want to order? Some, I don't know, single-breasted, double-breasted. You have a filter jacket. Some favorites.
I very much enjoy a nice double-breasted blazer. And I also tailored trousers. You can come a long way with those two items. So I think that will. I would say that my favorites, but also if you get there's so many. It's so great to have a tailored trouser that fits well, drapes well, that's high waisted.
You can start with this. Your in the morning when you dress up, you just start with a nice trousers, and anything will work after that.
And also, but also that's the hard part sometimes to find the right trouser. But once you find the right proportion or height or fabric, after that it's just a dream. So
do you have some brands that you like, that you would recommend in anything that you are wearing, whether it's more casual or more formal wear? If there are some experience that you add also, I know that you are wearing some Log shoes. Michał is working at Log. They are doing quite fantastic shoes.
I think so. So from many years ago, Log has been one of my favorite shoe brands. They fit very well, and I also have many classic looks. And I also have to mention Brucello, which one of my newest custom pieces is from. So I'm very happy.
Looks quite nice.
I'm very happy with it. So much more content to be made with the new stuff. But it is something special about made-to-measure pieces, because even though it's a little bit more pricey, you get what you want basically. So, and also you can make some tiny adjustments, even though it's maybe not the 100% fit just right out of the box. But I will recommend also to
try custom-made, generally speaking.
So again, back to fewer pieces, but better pieces. I think.
Exactly.
You said about your favorite pieces, like trousers, a blazer, so a men's uniform. But do you think that there are some overrated garments in menswear that maybe people in Oslo, or maybe not in Oslo in general, are maybe using too much?
Oh, that's a good question. I think the first piece that comes to mind is like the skinny jeans. I think that's still
that's crazy. We live in a bubble. We feel like, those skinny jeans are dying, but we still see them a lot.
I see them a lot. Maybe just a little bit wider, but still
too tight.
And I see a lot of them, and I think that's also maybe like the safe choice for many people. They use low-waisted skinny jeans and
Could you wear today? I was wondering if I could even wear. I don't know if you guys would be capable to wear low-rise trousers skinny.
No.
Just would you? I would feel so cringe.
yeah. Just try to bend down on your behind will show. So no.
But how about, because it's very popular garment in Scandinavia, overshirts? What's your take on it?
Overshirts, I think, styled properly, overshirts can look very cool, I think.
Yeah, because when it's not styled properly, it looks like you're still a student.
Yes, and maybe a bit sloppy, so to speak. But if you wear an overshirt with the intention and with thought and style, I think it can look very good.
Yeah, the word that you use is perfect. Intention.
Yeah.
If you're intentional about what you're wearing, it will show. It's no need to make 10,000 efforts.
Oh.
Intentional will show your personality, and it will look good. It's like those economy bro, finance bro vest. Yeah, exactly.
But I also think as like the overshirt as if you're going somewhere and you feel that the blazer is too much, so instead of just throwing the blazer and just wear a shirt, you can wear an overshirt maybe.
Yeah.
If you style properly, you just take it down half a notch.
Exactly.
And it looks so much better than to just wear a shirt maybe. So that's like I often use the overshirt as like a half notch.
So when you started, who influenced you the most? Parents? Maybe some actor, maybe some politician, I don't know.
No.
Controversial slope again.
I have, So I have a couple of influencers actually on Instagram, which I really
Tell
enjoyed.
us.
Ali Gordon is one of the guys. He's British, I think. Very unique. Effortlessly elegant, but then again, like the more barber British kind of style. So he can easily dress up nice and also dress very good, even though he wanted to go for a walk in the field with the dog.
Yeah, which makes sense also for you because you are also living in the countryside. So,
yes,
but the style actually comes from countryside.
Yes, so I really like the British style also. So he was like the big inspiration when I started. So
Have you now you're big enough to talk to the people that you look up to? Did you try to contact him?
No, I just comment on his profile on certain posts, but not direct. No.
Now you're going because there is this threshold when you're behind the fence, you're a bit a spectator, and then you become an actor of it, and that's we will probably have the luck to be going at PT altogether.
Yeah.
And you will see that's a way of going on the other side of the fence and really mingle with those people and probably him or another one.
Like I met my not mentor but urban composition, Peter Zottolo.
It was very cool. Yeah. And you realize that usually the people that you look up to are the people that have a real life.
Absolutely.
Outside of doing this, even if they are doing it full time. He is coming from construction or something like this, or architect, but construction as well. He's electrician actually.
Yeah, he's an electrician.
And yourself, you're also coming from a real background, and you have a family also. So those things grounds people a bit more in reality, and you have more genuine connection with this. I mean, that's a journey that you. But right now, since you are one of the biggest, or maybe the biggest in Norway for that, you will represent Norway, but I would say in a nice way then.
Yeah, it also made me a little bit humble because since I quit my job 1.5 years ago, 1.5 months ago, the income from social media doesn't cover my monthly
needs.
needs. So it's still like not a battle, but an unpredicted future. Because I'm trying to make this work, but this doesn't work right now. But I have 6 months.
Which is, crazy brave, because starting this journey now, when you are quite fresh, but super performant, I must say. But with the family and all, you must be, you are lucky also to have a wife. I guess that is super supportive in that journey.
Absolutely. So she believes in me, even though more than me sometimes, even though I have focus and strong belief myself. I know it's going to work, but it's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
But and that also makes me like a bit more humble, I think, in the way I present myself, that I know. I think also that's with everything in life, you have to make some sacrifice, you have to take some chances, and I think also that makes you a better person, because you get to be more humble, even though if life throws every good opportunity and ease in the life, I think you'll not be that great of a person. I think so. I think the uncertainty and struggle is a big part of it. So
we have seen around ourselves, Michał and I, people changing. They are not the same before and after, and again 10,000, and they are not the same person anymore. And you realize that their way of being was pretending, and then you get to see the real person, and that's a bit sad sometimes. Not everyone is like this, and I'm not going to throw names, not today. But I feel, and we have met a few times now. And I think you are onto a good pace also, because you are a very genuine person. And in that regard, you still have in the back of your mind, I still want to be a good person.
Absolutely. So, that's I don't want to be cocky or anything like that. So I want to keep it grounded, and I think since I'm doing it the way I'm doing it, I think that keeps me also grounded.
What's the goal then? Your profile, is it more directed to young people that are starting to dress better, or maybe somebody that is older, maybe 40, 50? Who's your avatar, so to say?
I think it's every guy who wants to dress better, I think. Even though he's 15 or 60, if I can influence them or help them or educate them in a way that helps them be a better version of themselves in the way they dress, I think that's I'm satisfied by. Nice. So, and even 70 even. So
I would be curious to know. How do you create content? So let's say, you have a project in mind. How does it grow in your mind? Even what type of setup do you have? I think that's interesting for people to know how simply it can be done when it's done nicely with a bit of taste.
It doesn't require much. I use my phone to record. I always use the back camera, so I have to use a mirror because in the hallway we have 3 similar mirrors hanging on the wall, and I always take down one mirror, and I use a pair of dumbbells to make it steady, and so I can see, so I can frame myself. So that's a big recommendation, to use the back camera, much better camera, especially on the iPhone. You don't use any other camera. And also lighting. I prefer to even though I have the daylight behind me, I think it looks much better and more natural to have some daylight, and then my best time to film is when it's cloudy outside. So you have the daylight, but the sun doesn't shine directly.
Works like softbox.
Yeah, exactly. And I also use a little non-light to directly on me. So I get more natural or looking light directly on me, so it's more visible. So I remove some of the shadows. Just a phone and a little light. That's all.
In 10 minutes, you can put this setup altogether.
I think I use 5 minutes to set it up and 5 minutes to put it down or put it away. So
that's quite fast.
Our setup takes sometimes an hour even.
Exactly.
The first time. But that's the tricky part, to find the right spot, the right light, the right setting. I think if you see from my content, you will see 6 or 7 different setups throughout my 2-year filming within my home. So right now, I think I used the same space for like 8 months or something. So I finally now, after maybe 16 months, I found my favorite setup. So that's the hard part, to find the right setup, but after that you can just repeat.
I have some questions. We have some rapid questions right now.
Yeah.
So loafers or Oxfords?
Loafers. Yeah.
But you started with Oxfords. Yeah, okay. Then single-breasted, double-breasted?
I'm more into the double-breasted.
All right. Double-breasted 6x2 or 6x1?
I prefer 6x2, but I also can go with like the 2 or the 4 button.
4x1.
4x1. I used that on my latest tuxedo. I used the 4x1.
Have one tie or no tie?
Tie.
Yeah.
I like to wear tie. Yeah.
Tie or bow tie?
It depends. But I use more tie.
So you don't want to be this guy in a bow tie.
Would you wear a tie outside of a tuxedo setup?
Bow tie?
A bow tie, yeah. Sorry.
No, I don't think I will.
Yeah, good answer. Good answer.
Yeah,
I've seen someone recreate like the Ralph Lauren look with the jeans and tuxedo jackets and tuxedo shirts, and but I don't. That's not for me. I'll save the.
It's a bit of costume, right?
Yeah, I'll save the bow tie for a tux.
Sneakers, yes or no?
No, I can use sneakers to on my way to the kindergarten.
Yeah, good answer.
I don't use them.
It's to prove that you can have family and need laid-back setups and still dress up.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah, those shoes work as sneakers.
Yeah.
Okay.
T-shirt, yes or no?
Just a t-shirt.
T-shirt.
I like wearing a t-shirt, but you have to wear it with intention and in the right way. I think.
Suit and a t-shirt.
No, not for me. I'll prefer a shirt under my suit.
Generally looks better, but I've done t-shirts with suits.
But I also think someone pull it off very good too. But myself, I prefer to wear a shirt in my suits. That's my personal taste. But if I see someone else in a suit with a nice looking t-shirt under who pulls it off very good, I think it's so cool. But it's not for my personal taste.
Braces or a belt?
Braces.
Okay.
Suit.
Wear a suit.
Yeah. Suit. Socks or sockless?
Oh, socks. Yeah.
You would never wear it sockless?
Not in a suit, no. Okay. Even on the hottest day, I will wear socks.
Just a shirt without a jacket or blazer? Yes or no?
Yeah, you can wear a shirt without the blazer. I think that's look cool, especially in the summer. If you have back to the fit of the trouser, if the trouser just fits so beautifully, and you have a open shirt, I think that's a very cool look.
Tucked in then.
Yeah, tucked in. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
All right. Suit or odd jacket with odd trousers?
Like a separate look.
Exactly.
Yeah. that's one of my favorite, my go-to, one of my go-to.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, because I really like the separate look, because it's not that formal of wearing a suit, but it's more like the half notch of the full suit game. So it's in a strange way, but I really like the separates look. I do.
If you would if you would like to have a style of one person that dead or alive, who would it be that you admire, for example?
I think it will be the influencer that I mentioned earlier, who inspired me and have given me a lot of passion and a lot of inspiration and something to look forward to. So that's have to be Al Gordon, I think, because I can move into his wardrobe straight away. So
that's nice to look up for someone like this. And do you have like some inspiration in maybe series or films also?
Yeah, and that's also one of the expensive. I don't know if it calls a hobby, but that's one of the, because regardless of what I'm doing, I want to look my best, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Because in 2 months I'm invited to a 30 birthday. Okay. She will be 30, and she is throwing like the cowboy theme party. Oh. And then I want to invest like 4,000 Norwegian in a cowboy hat. I want to invest. If I can use 20 to 30,000 Norwegian crowns, no. Just to complete the so
I can recommend one Western Shint company brand, Scolare.
Yeah. And you should tell him your experience on cowboy boots also that are too swollen and then you cannot take away.
Sometimes it's so hard to take them off. But that was also my question, because the Western trend like I have today, it's very visible in menswear. Do you have something else like a trend like that? Okay, Western. So I think it's your answer, that you would like to go with this Western style, but you also have like a sailor style, you have like mods. Do you have something like that? Maybe laid back, maybe not so classical look or something?
Suburban culture.
But right now, maybe that's because I just finished last season of Yellowstone. But I like the Western look, but I like the Western belt, good denim shirt.
Yellowstone, Yellowstone is a big inspiration.
A little bit of like maybe a cowboy boot just over a nice pair of denims. I like that look. So if I can.
Would you pull that up in the street of Oslo? I would love to see you like this actually.
But then again, if you can make it look good. Even though it's just like a Western belt or with a good denim shirt.
Hat is a bit too much. I own two hats.
I don't think I will wear a hat in the...
I was seeing, sometimes I was going back home actually on the evening in Stockholm, and there was this guy. He was oftentimes on the same train as me, so it was suburban. He was going a bit outside, and he was wearing a hat, and he had like but you could tell that this guy was like, he thought he was a cowboy in real life, you know. Because he also had this very heavy flannel jacket, black and red tartan, and looked cool on him. I was like, I believe you. You're probably what you pretend to be.
But have you seen the dance club on Instagram? It's like the.
A very cool guy.
I've never met him, but I have seen his profile many times.
Isn't he German?
Yes, I think he's German.
He's German, half Swedish.
Yeah, because he pulls off that a little bit of Western style. But
you need to grow a mustache, maybe.
It's something about him that just fits right in it. But
okay, one of the closing questions. Your advice for somebody that is actually just starting, dressing better. What would it be?
I will start to experiment with the trouser. Maybe a high rise if your proportions allow it. I think most guys looks good in a high
Everyone can put a
high rise trouser. So I will start there. experiment more or look more for a good pair of trousers. And I think everything after that becomes more effortless, more stylish, and better looking overall. So that's also where I experiment the most is in the trousers.
And follow John.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
John is on. He's taking a crazy path right now, pace by doing this content on his own. He's been continuously growing. You grew a lot in a few amount of time, but in a very genuine way. So let's. By the time this lands, you guys, it might be twice the size.
Yeah, hopefully. So, but I'm very happy with the pace. So I'm very.
Yeah, you need to follow us to Pity Omo.
I want to.
I think the way it's going for you, it's a good sign that you will probably join, and we'll have some very nice content all together in Italian setup.
I wish I went this January, but
summer is
the best.
Before us.
Yeah. Follow John. Look at his content. He's doing super cool content, very easy to watch, inspiring. There's something to take for really everyone, to be honest. It's also a very nice person in himself, I must say. So you'll be in a good spot. Maybe there's someone that will be looking up to you, and one day come here and
hopefully.
I was looking up to John.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Thank you for having you.
For having me. So it was very nice, even though it was my first English podcast. So
wow, it was.
Thank you.
Ours too.
Thank you so much, John.
Thank you.
Pleasure to have you.
Yeah. Same.